life. Hello everyone. Welcome to another impactful 57th episode with me, your host Amit Khanna from Melbourne, Australia. And today I have a wonderful, lovely guest with me, Dharmendra Kumar, or we call him Dharam. Hi Dharam, how are you?
Hi Amit, I'm very fine. Glad to be here.
Thank you. Its pleasure is all mine. Thank you very much. And before I pass the mic to Dharmendra, or like I said, we call him Dharam, let me first tell you about something. Having a passion. So, first of all, I sometimes feel that passion is a very over related term, and what happens is that, a lot of people are actually, they do not know the key difference between passion and a hobby, you know and let alone they do not actually they just feel that, okay, I'm passionate about something, and they still live and do, whatever they're doing, or let's say mediocre life. Now, Dharmendra was born in a farmer family, and faced health challenges during his childhood. He had to move to another state after his high school, to his relatives, distant relatives, to pursue his studies in engineering. He faced a lot of ignorance from the other family members. Despite that, he finished his engineering in electronics and started to work for a telecom company. Now, working for more than 15 years in India and in several other countries, he realized that he's not happy with the whole corporate culture and all the restrictions that are placed across it. You can imagine, right? And he realized also that, he's been outside of his hometown, and he also has to get a lot of approvals, and there's a lot of annoying chores that he needs to do just to be with his parents. Now, he decided in 2016 that he's going to quit 9 to 5, and he found something that he is passionate about: training, coaching, and mentoring. Soon in 2019, he joined Passionpreneurs, and there he's to excel, to, helping professionals, I'm sorry, to excel in their life, to take care of the next level. With that, I want to also inform that it is Seven Habits of Success is the title. And the reason is that Dharmendra or Dharam is also going to share his habits that got him to the place where he is, living the mediocre life and being a mentor to hundreds of people, changing their lives, and finally quitting the 9 to 5 job and living his passionate life. With that, let me pass on to Dharam. And Dharam, let me ask you this question: is that how did you? I know you were in the telecom industry for 15 years, you traveled so many places. I'm sure you might be earning good as well. But what was those really pain areas that you felt that, 9 to 5 job? No, I don't like it. I got to leave that.
Yes. So there was many pain, Amit. So pain start from health challenges. So when I started working in telecom, sitting in office and in air condition, so I started developing back pain from 2003. At the age of 23 year, 24 year, can you imagine back pain? And my father used to laugh at me. Then acidity, constipation, migraine pain because of irregular routine. So that was the first health related challenges and problem which many of my even colleague was facing. When we used to like sit near wall, we have to keep something pen or something just to push our back. So when you have push or something, then we get release of pain, those kind of pain. Many time I could not even wake up from bed just to open door when my friend came after night shift. So that was the first problem. Second was the about, because even when I used to be with my family physically, but mentally I used to be always in office, thinking about work, thinking about people, worry about what will happen, about talking, thinking what issues, right? So that was the second worry, always anxiety. So every day when I used to reach office, first 4 hour I has to clear everything, justify, prove that I have not done anything wrong. Most of the time, people spend time and energy in offices just to justifying that okay, I have not done any wrong. Other department, subordinate, boss, colleague, everybody is behind. What mistake have you done? Nobody bother about what good you have done, but people thinking what mistake wrong you have done. So that used to be environment, right? Then the biggest problem for me was irregular routine and not able to come to my, not able to visit my parents, because when I'm out from my native place, then whether I live in Bhopal, Mumbai, Bangalore or Dubai or any country, situation for me is same. But when I have to go to visit during festival or something happen, I have to get through very long leave approval process, and that was painful for me. So realization happened in 2016 when first time after 13 year of marriage, for 12 13 year of marriage, I planned a vacation. Earlier also I planned many times but could not go. Sometime because of money, sometime because of health, sometime because of workload or other engagement. So first time I planned to from Dubai to go to Thailand and Malaysia. Ticket done, approval from client approved, client said okay. My office management also bring the replacement, that was also okay. Everything was done, but I have to take leave from my child school. And they say, no, sir, we cannot allow you to take vacation during the mid session. I say, what? I have to take approval from school also. I was not knowing, I was not expecting. They said that if you are going on vacation, then you have to prove that wherever your child is going, you have put him in some education. He was learning from some teacher or something. Then I spoke to principal and I explained the situation and she agreed and she approved. And then I realized this is how I'm not going to live, because to go somewhere I have to take approval from client, from my office, because office has my management has to also bring replacement, right? Then book travel ticket, having finding the right time like festival or something, getting leave from first child school, second child school. Then if my wife started doing something, she has to be also agree. I say this all 5 6 ग्रह नवग्रह का जो मैच है, सेम टाइम पे इट्स गोइंग टू बी डिफिकल्ट फॉर मी एंड आई वांट फ्रीडम इन लाइफ. I want freedom. Since childhood, I come from a village. Guys from village, they want freedom. They don't like to be in lot of restrictions. So that is why I realized and I decided that I have to do something to have a freedom in life, that whenever I want to do something, I should be able to do the way I want, with the time I want, wherever I want. So that was my first reason. And 2016 December, it was April uh, when I realized this, and December 2016, 25th December was last day in my job.
Wow.
So
Wow. Wow. Very, very, very interesting. And I completely understand. When you said about the corporate pain and other things, I definitely understand. And I'm sure a lot of my viewers understand that. I think the key, what I'm trying to figure out is that, and also it's very hilarious because I know that, to take a leave, there's a shitload of things that you need to do before taking a leave, and that's also exhaustion. So, but when you decided, right, may I know if were you in India or outside India?
I was in Dubai. I was working in
Okay.
Dubai from 2012. So I was in Dubai.
Wow. So now you decided that you're not going to work there. Did you had anything in your mind how your financials are going to take? See, because every time somebody thinks of leaving a job, either they go for another job or they really have made up their mind in some manner, right? कि घर का खर्चा कैसे चलेगा, what the hell am I gonna do? And you, especially now when you're in a foreign country, what was the situation in your head, and how did your family treated you when you decided took that decision?
So in finance part, I was in good condition, Amit. So after working for 4 years, I already cleared all my loan in India. So for my all property. So by that time, I was loan free. There was no liability. Even I helped my brothers to settle. So everyone was settled. What I realized that even my other colleague, their children who are in like 45, 50s, their children are studying in Canada or USA. They have so much liability that they cannot leave job because there is no option. There is no option. So I decide that I don't want to be in this situation because living always in worry, fear, anxiety. This is how I'm not going to live. Insecurity. So by that time, I was not having any loan, and I was working on a business on direct selling. I saw success also, some little bit of success. I saw other people are getting successful, having freedom, flexibility, also helping people. So that is what I realized that I should move from job and do something my own. In fact, so when I joined my job with this expectation that whenever I will leave my job, I will get that month salary or additional 1 month salary. That was my expectation. But when I left my job, I got gratuity amount which was not expected, and that amount was 279,000, 279,000. What do you say? 279,000
279,000. Yeah.
dirham. It was about 56 lakh rupees. So that was unexpected money I got. So that was on top of like cherry on the cake. So like was that situation for me. So that is how I left my job.
And when you like, so leaving a job, yes, so financially you were well taken care of. But the one of the things that a lot of people has, and this is what I want to also understand, is that once you leave the job, you did decided to join another job, correct? So my point was that how did people treat you that time? Because यहाँ पे तो generally ऐसा होता है कि oh my god, you leave the, are you mad? पागल हो गए क्या? So did people treated you like that, or did your family members were like, what is wrong with this guy, and what is he gonna do for the whole rest of his life? Because abhi to there are plenty of years, working years.
Yes. So I'll tell you background about the my reason of leaving the job. So when I was working in another business, so my friend, my colleague used to ask me, "Ki, if you are doing good in other business, why don't you leave this job, this company?" And that time I say, I cannot leave this company. I was working from 2004 in my current company, and I say I cannot leave because whatever in life I got from this company. I travel in flight for the first time from company money. I travel abroad from company money. Bought my first car, first house, everything I did from this company money. I cannot leave. I don't feel to live. So what situation happened? That company changed, acquisition happened, then so many things. It happened. Then I was highly paid resource in that particular project. Like project has to pay $15,000 per month against me to the cost center, the team which I belongs to. And then company has to, the client has to pay. Then they stopped paying because there was not much growth around in telecom. So then they asked me to leave this position, and they will also find some other position within the company all over. I was working in MNC all over world, all, or you also find any position. So that was the situation. And I realized this is the best time for me to leave, because if I take another role in any country, again I will be in the same situation, because I always wanted to live as well, right, because of my future growth. But I don't want to live from my side because of that loyalty factor or that whatever I got from company. So in this situation I realize this is best time for me to leave, because I am not
Hmm.
resigning. They are giving me opportunity to leave this position, and in that situation I decided to leave. Now, I did not inform my parents about this. My parents got to know about this after 6 months through my brother. This is first thing. I only discuss with my wife, no one else, and some of my friends, no one else about this. Because if I tell them, they will not allow. They will, in fact, worry. My parents will worry. They got to know after 6 months, and they told me, "I कि सुना है जॉब छोड़ दिए हो." बोला हाँ. So I discussed with my wife, and on finance front, I had the backup, and everything was clear. So that is how I left the job. It was not like something impulsive decision, something that it was planned in a planned way, and I had all the backup plan, fallback plan, and everything. But the problem happened. I had the money, and my in my mind that after leaving the job, I will go back to India. This was my in my mind. This was not clear between me and my wife. And she said, "No, we will stay here only." So whatever money we had, all got exhausted, because from business which I left for, I could not earn much. I could not do well. Some people are doing, but I could not do whatever because of several reasons. But finally, I have to, after 2 years, I have to shift back to India in 2019. So this was the situation.
Oh, oh. Wow. So top, and then at a point you came back a little, not broke, but still it was a little down
Yes,
from there.
broke happened after I came back to India, and then I was not doing what to do and all. So after 6 months and all, once upon a time, it was I don't remember date, but in my account there was a lowest balance of point zero one rupees, one paisa. I have the snapshot from my main account from having touching crores to one paisa, literally one paisa. It happened. Once I went to buy a card in a shop near to grocery shop, and I paid through Google Pay, and it says insufficient balance. Then I bought one packet, so 30 rupees. Then it was okay. Then when I came back home, bank deducted 5 rupees 75 paisa for some charge, some transaction charge or something. Ultimately, in my account, it left point zero 0.01 rupees, one paisa. So that was shocking for me. That was shocking for me, and I thought I earned this much money. Where all went? So I from 2004 till 2020 21, I checked my entire statement, and I realized where all those money gone. I was checking entire calculation and all. So this is what happened, Amit.
Wow. Wow. I never knew this side of your story. Wow. And I'm laughing, but I can imagine the worry that one would see when you have nothing, absolutely peanuts in your account. I can just imagine. So now what happened? So now you left your job, you came back to India. Why didn't you join a job, and why did you join, like, on your passion, and eventually landing up in Passionpreneur? So why no job and why passion things?
So when I left my job and decided, first thing which I did is that from my laptop, I delete all the technical documentation data, whatever I had, which I was saving from 2001 related to telecom. I deleted everything, shift delete from hard disk and everywhere. And I decided that I will not. join job again. That was the first decision. And there was point came, like even my brother-in-law, he's also in same company. He used to send me multiple options, multiple internal job referral and all. I never applied. I never applied because I could not even open the link and press and enter my name and all, because it was not giving me that, belief, or it was not coming from inside. And I decided that worst to worst, whatever will happen, I will do this. I could do this. But I decided that I can do network marketing. I can sell insurance. I can do anything, but I will not join job again. Even if I'll go, what will happen? From Bangalore, I will shift to Bhopal. I have my own house that is close. After that, I'll go to my village. I'll go to my village. That was the maximum, but I will not join job. This was very clear, because the reason that I could not cope up in that environment. When I started talking with people who are in job, they have different mindset. My mindset is different. It's too different, like software. I cannot deal with the people, the situation, the way they act, the same people. I cannot i cannot survive more than 1 day, 1 hour, I don't know. The approach, the mindset had totally changed. So that was my thing, that I could do anything, but I will not be able to. I will not do job. Because I cannot cope up, or be with in that scenario and environment anymore. Cannot.
Wow. Wow. And how did you realize that you have a passion to help people and change their lives basically?
So this nature, this character was since childhood. Like and when I earlier I was not knowing that loyalty factor which I told you, that time I was not knowing. Now I know. When we learn, when we go through self development, so then we understand this terminology, that this was, that time it was now normal for me. Same way, helping people is normal for me since childhood. Anything, for me, nothing used to be priority. I always used to think about my brother, my parents, or relatives. That is how I did since childhood. Whatever money I earn, from that, whatever I can do to my family, relatives, I used to do that only. So that helping people, even during college also, during job also, I used to help people. I used to help people
Wow.
whatever way I can do. So that was the nature I had since always I had. When I when I was looking to do something, I joined some NLP course and several course, and then finally I joined Passionpreneur. And that is when my shift or everything started, like the value system, the person, the mentor himself, and the community people, the learning I got, everything was perfect for me, aligned to my value. And that is how I started. And when I gone through my story, because finding passion is not external, it is within, inside. So when I went through the process, that is how I discovered my passion. And then I could get clarity to frame it and make it like how I can do what I can do. And what I realized, that in entire life I had only one problem, and that was my habit. I suffered in health because of my habit. I suffered in money and all. Like I earned money, but the amount of money what I have earned, if I would have managed it well, today I could have cash many crores, multiple crores. Even property that was mostly dead sort of property. But the people who has earned less than me, but they have managed money well, and they have that asset or net worth more than me. So money management and the habit, health, this was the major problem, and which I realized most of people face this kind of problem. So I decided that transform myself, my life, my habit, and then also help others. Amit, Amit, are you here?
Yes, yes. I think I have some network glitch here. You may continue. I think I have network issue.
Yes, sir.
Sorry,
Yes,
go
so
on.
that is how I realized that many people are facing problem in life, in every area of their life, whether health, relationship, money, career growth, everything because of habit. So that is why I realized that the calling that I should help, I must help people for to build
Yep.
their right habit.
Are
Amit.
you there? Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes,
Perfect. I hope it should be okay now.
yes, yes. Now it should be okay.
So tell me about, so now let me ask you these habits, okay? Because and that's the title of our episode as well, Seven Habits of Success. Because one of the things I completely agree with you. I think habits are one of the fundamental things that every human needs to take care. I personally know that I have enormous amounts of habits that are not taking me in a good place. Okay, there are some good habits, but there are more of the other habits. I don't like to say them bad habits, but those habits that are not making good to my life. So, can you explain for my viewers here and people who are listening, what are those seven habits? And you can explain in as detail as you want to, please.
Yes. So this seven habit, first of all, whatever I say, I follow this. I learned in last 5 years. So it started from 2016. So the people who were helping me in Dubai, who were guiding me, we were working together. So they introduced something called VGA to us, the team, visualization, affirmation, and gratitude. And we started doing this. And then I realized after a few months, it has added a lot of value to us in terms of mindset, in terms of like belief, in terms of achieving things. So that was the first thing we started doing: visualization, affirmation, and gratitude. Then later on I realized ki, okay, on daily basis we do a lot of things, we have a lot of work, there has to be something related to time management, because every day we want to do something but the end of the day we miss to do many things. So that is when I realized that related to time something has to be there. So initially I started writing to do list, then I started learning about time management, then I started time blocking. So then I introduced in our group T also. So our acronym become TVAG: to do list, visualization, affirmation, and gratitude. Then in 2018, I got to know about something called a book. Uh, and then from there, I learned about it is also important to do exercise, because physical fitness is important, right? Physical fitness is important. And then I started doing exercise. Then I got to learn that okay, reading is also important, because whatever you know, whatever education, based on education you already have achieved from job or business, whatever you're doing based on your education, you have already reached to a certain level. But if you want to excel in life, move on, you have to learn more. So that is how I started reading also. And then after reading, it become twagger, the terminology become twagger. And why I said twagger, because that time there was a movie came na, swag, right? So we started doing twag से नहीं, swag से नहीं, twag से करेंगे दिन का शुरुआत, right? So we started our day every day with twag. And then we added when people who are doing twag, they are called twagger, right? And then when there are so many people are doing this, so many people are added in that. And then I added terminology called scribing, because writing is most important. Not only writing goal, writing to do list, task, but most important is writing the ideas. Every day we get lot of idea. I get lot of idea while I'm in washroom. So many times we get lot of idea and we forget, right? We don't know. Sometimes we get the solution, sometimes we get things to do, so many things comes in our mind, but it comes and disappear like bubble in the pond. That is how I realized that this is most important to preserve and to store the ideas, the thought, what we get in our mind. So that is what the last terminology is called scribing. So writing, whatever book you see here, all are my notebooks. This much for latest. This all my notebook collections, writing, learning, everything. And these are the books. There, in lower shelf also I have the notebooks. So writing is most important. For every section, for everything, I have different notebook. One notebook only for ideas. Just this itself can add a lot of value. These 7 habits, and this habit is not specifically for particular. It is for applicable for everyone. Even if you are a student, still you can do this. Housewife, person in job, business, anyone and everyone can excel in their life if they follow just these simple 7 habits. And it does not take much time. Only if you see, exercise and reading will take much time at least. But and later on I can, if I get chance, I could tell the 2-minute rule also. But it does not take much time. 7 habits: making to-do list, managing time or blocking the time related to time, visualization, affirmation, gratitude, doing exercise, reading book. In reading you can add watching video also, and writing. These are the 7 habits I talk, Amit.
Wow. Wow, this is really interesting. And I apologies to Dharmendra and to all my viewers. I have a terrible internet connection here. Okay, it's bad weather in Melbourne for the last 3 4 days, and sorry for that. But now coming back to the show again. So twaggers, I liked that, and there is another comment here. Let me share on that. I think it came onto the twaggers part. Muskan says, "Wow." Absolutely. Uh, so that's really interesting. I will still show this for a while now, because let people get it in their head about time, visualization, affirmation givers, exercise, reading, and scribbling. That is writing, and it is called as Twaggers, and it's a very catchy name. I should definitely say that it is very catchy, and it can stick into your head a lot. So that's really interesting. Now, please share that 2 minute thing. What you just mentioned is that the one best tip or the advice you can give to the audience to build a habit.
So like when I started uh, sharing to the people, after some time people used to come, we don't get time. Someday they will do, but other day will not do. Someday they will read book for 4 hour, another day not. Someday they will do the exercise, but other day not. That is why I was looking that something can, what will could be the way that in any situation, in any time, there should not be a day when people miss these targets. Something has to be there what I can find that they will not miss. And that is where I found 2-minute rule, and then I modified it, and according to audience and all. So 2-minute rule says that usually, if you do like to build any habit, even if you do for 2 minutes, you can build a new habit, right? And then this 2-minute rule, I explored more, and I said that whatever you have to do at least for 2 minutes. Even exercise, do at least for 2 minutes. Something is better than nothing. Reading a book, do at least for 2 minutes. Writing, at least do for 2 minutes. Visualization, affirmation, gratitude, do for 2 minutes. Right. So total, even it is 7 habit, you can do in 15 minutes. Don't tell me you don't have 15 minutes now. Again people started missing, even for 2 minutes they miss. So then I developed a rule that any habit you want to build or anything you want to do, you will not find a special time or best time for to do something new, because you are already occupied. So the hack is, do something new with along with your existing thing which you never miss, attaching your new activity with existing activity which you anyway do. For example, you wake up every day. Can you miss to wake up every day, any day? So you wake up every day, so do something just after wake up. Make a rule, the moment I wake up I'll do this. For me, Amit, I have rules since past 27 year. Every day after I wake up, I pray and I drink warm water. First thing I do in morning is I drink water from past 27 years. In 27 year, you know how many days I have missed? Not more than 10 days. because of traveling or something, but not more than 10 days, but every day drinking warm water. So that is why I say anything you want to do, attach, associate with existing activity which you already do anyway. For example, wake up, going to washroom like a shower, bath, do something before bath or after bath, do something before breakfast or after breakfast, do something before after lunch or before lunch, do something before dinner or after dinner, do something before wake up, before you go to sleep. That is how you can attach, associate your new habit or new activity, and you will never forget, you will never be able to miss any activity. For me, even I was not knowing, I was not learning, but I was doing. Even if I don't get time before going to bathroom, I used to do at least 2 3 minute exercise, jumping, running, anything. I'm talking about those days like 2010 or 6, when I was not into personal development that time also. Now, so the hack is do any new things along with existing thing which you already do anyway. Attach, decide. Now, this 2 minute rule is not limited to this only, doing any activity. I explored this more and I made a simple rule. And I found this was I was doing unknowingly. People say that my spouse is different. They are from different mindset. She does not like what I like, right? I also had the same situation. My spouse is also totally different. She's not same. And believe me, I learned recently that if two-person exactly same in the same room, then other person is useless.
Okay.
If two
Wow.
person in an organization or a family or in a team are exactly same, then other person is useless.
Hmm.
Person has to be different.
Wow.
My wife is totally opposite, not different, totally opposite. Like now here, listen this, watch this. If I look in this direction, so I have 180-degree view. My wife look opposite direction, then we have 360 degree of view as a family, right? If I look in one direction, I can fail, I can have loss. But other person is looking from different angle, other direction, then we will have other perspective also. This is the best you can have, to have a spouse or team member who think differently and total opposite. Now here is something which we had. It is now 18 year, Amit, our marriage, total two different person, but it has never been a time that we have not spoken for more than 2 minutes. Never.
Wow.
Never have been a time that we are not in talking terms for more than 2 minutes. Unknowingly, we were doing since those days, 2003. The reason is that the moment we talk, fight, argue, or whatever happen, cool. Very next moment, whatever is there, we will carry with that. Nobody will give reference, either I or she will give reference of what happened just 2 minutes back. No reference, nothing, no reference. We will now, we moved 2 minutes ahead. Now we will look and deal the situation from that point of view, not from what happened 2 minutes back. So 2 minute rule, you can decide in a relationship that I will not stop talking with my spouse for more than 2 minutes. 2 minute rule can be applied in so many ways, so many things. At least, like people are not talking to parents because of busy work, make a rule that at least I will talk to my parents for 2 minutes. I will, at least I will talk to my spouse for 2 minutes. At least I will talk or spend time with my child for 2 minutes. At least I will pray for 2 minutes. At least I will do anything or whatever you want, good thing to do for 2 minutes. Bad thing, don't do for more than 2 minutes. Good thing, do at least for 2 minutes. If you have to be sad, don't be sad for more than 2 minutes. You can be sad, you can be in stress, but not for more than 2 minutes. Here is the rule: not be sad for more than 2 minutes. Do not feel low or stressed for more than 2 minutes. Do not be angry for more than 2 minutes. And good thing, be happy at least for 2 minutes. So this is the 2 minute rule, and there are many things, Amit, around 2 minute rule. But people can also explore according to their life, their situation. But 2 minute rule is this, and attaching new activity along with the existing. This is the what I discovered.
Amazing, amazing, mind blowing. It was like really, really, really amazing because, and I can see the likes and the thumbs up on the several other platforms that we are in. And I'll just like to reiterate a bit so for my audience. So basically, there is twaggers. So it is time management, visualization, and then affirmations, givers, exercise, reading, and scribbling or writing is the key that should be done every day. And to take care of that, you can do it via using the 2 minute rule that you do anything for 2 minutes. And 2 minutes, you gotta do it. If you feel that you don't have 2 minutes worth of your life, then attach it to a activity that you've been doing it every single day. Like for example, how Dharam mentioned, when you get up, and if you get up, you can always take one of the things. You can drink, you can pray, you can show gratitude for 2 minutes, and so on, right? And the 2 minute rule is further explained and deep dived into how you can take it to your relationships, be it with your spouse, be it with your family, be it with your office, be it with any person or any living organism here in the world. You want to take care of your pet, that's a 2 minute rule. Take care of your pet for 2 minutes. Don't be sad for more than 2 minutes, but be at least happy for at least 2 minutes. So it's really, really amazing. And the way you explained with all the examples, it's fantastic. So I'm quite amazed, and I really don't have much words now for that because there's a lot of ideas that you have potentially given to the viewers. Now they can think about, how to deal with the 2 minutes, and the one of the best examples was, yes, everyone has a busy life, but it's not that busy to talk to your loved one, whoever it is, wherever they are, for 2 minutes. And I'm sure a lot of people can do that now. So thank you very much for that advice. Sure. uh, like always in my sessions, we talk, and with all my lovely guests, time is never a problem because my guests are amazing, amazing people. They've gone through so many things in their life, and they are loaded with wisdom, always, like Dharam today as well. So, but we still have to come to a conclusion for the show. And before I give it to Dharam for his last advice, last tip for my viewers, let me ask one question from my end to you. Is that, do you believe that sharing stories can impact people?
Yes, literally, it will impact people because every story is powerful. Every story has some learning, some situation, some challenge, some solution. Everyone has the story like that person. There are many people will be could be in the same situation. So if somebody has moved ahead, somebody has resolved the problem, overcome the situation, overcome the problem, it will be helpful for so many people because there could be so many people who are stuck at the same situation, same problem. But if someone share that story, that could probably help people who is going through the similar situation or who are in the same condition. So story impact in a big way. If story can't impact, then what will impact? Whatever impact we have got from story, we studied since childhood. That was the story. We learned from the story, right? So story is very powerful. I was not knowing, but I congratulate you, Amit, and you are doing such a fantastic, work for people to learning and changing their life through story. It is also giving platform to people to share the idea, the wisdom, the story, solution, problem they have faced, and also it is giving opportunity for audience and people who are in the similar situation. So we are doing fantastic job, and all the very best and great success to you. But yes, the story impact and big time.
Thank you. Thank you very much for those kind words. And you're absolutely right. I mean, stories impact, yes. And like, for example, now, the 2 minute rule, right? People might have heard about it, people might have read about it, but the perspective that you came up with was quite new, at least for me, and I'm sure for a lot of my audience, because we never thought the same thing with a different lens, and that is where impact comes, because that's the whole idea. Because your story, you placed a story, you shared everything, and you gave a idea to the viewers. Now they can also relate this and take this 2 minute impact and share it further. Now, before I ask Dharam to share the last piece of wisdom, I have one query. Let me put it here. And before that, Muskan says true about the story. And there's a Harish Negi says, thanks. One query. What is the meaning of reading a book for you? What all do you post? What all do you do post reading a book? Do you reread, or do you have record main idea for later implementation? Interesting.
Hmm. So it depends on what kind of book you are reading. And for reading also there has to be a strategy. Like, do not pick random any book. Do not read the book someone else is reading. Evaluate which condition, which situation you are in. And in this particular point of time, which area of your life you need to elevate or grow. Pick up the book related to that domain only. If it is related to health, pick up the book for health. If it is related to habit, it is related to communication, whatever you need the most, pick up the book from that domain only. And whenever you pick a book, read at least three book minimum, 3 to 7 book in that domain, not only one book. Read at least 3 to 7 book in that particular domain. That is when you will get from different author, different perspective. Right. After reading, what to do, again it will depend. If you get something actionable item, implement. If you get to know something new, just keep the knowledge. If you your new belief, you got new belief, be with that. So it will depend what your action, but implement it, and something you got which can be helpful for other, share it, because knowledge, when you share, it will help others also. Like I'm sharing so much knowledge. I talk about so many things. Like, why? Because it has helped me. That is why. So after reading a book, if it is required to reread. Otherwise, you go pick up another book, but have something, get something from book. And many time you might not realize that I got something, but it is already gone in your head, in your subconscious mind. New knowledge, new perspective, whenever it require, it will automatically appears. Right, Amit?
Absolutely, absolutely, and great question and great response, Dharamji. Absolutely right. So I hope, Harish, you got the response to your question. Now, coming back to my part. So, if you want to learn more, connect with Dharmendra. There are all the information are placed, including, and he's been very generous to me to place his Gmail ID as well. Don't spam him, please. But if you have any doubt, if you want to really implement the 2 minute rule and share something new with him, do that. Because what happens is when he would see that a 2 minute rule being implemented in several ways, he can also let you know any if there's any better way, and also get more examples, right? Like he just said, sharing is very, very important. It's the implementation, and then you share it. Oh, Harish says, great. Thank you for sharing. Fantastic, Harish. So, with that, we are towards the end of the episode now, episode number 57. And I thanks to all my lovely viewers who were there till the end and asking so many questions. I hope you're going to. The reason I put so many questions in the chat myself as well, because this will be on the all the platforms, so that the twaggers are there, the 2 minute rules is there, and how to attach it with the existing so people can remember it. Right, retention will be higher. And if you want to come to my show and share your perspective, like Dharamji did and all the other 56 people did, just ping me. And if you want to connect with Dharamji, you all have the details. That is his, let me make sure, his Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and also his email. So connect with him. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel to learn more. Connect with him on Facebook and on LinkedIn to understand what he's doing further, how he's helping people. He would share ideas, views, thoughts there, everywhere. So connect with him. And with that, I would like to give the mic back to Dharam, to you, and for last words to all the viewers.
Okay, so this is based on my learning. What I would say that you are as successful as your habit. You do not decide your future, you decide your habit, and your habit decide your future. Build your habit to build your life. Change your habit to change your life. Habit is everything. On daily basis, whatever you do, 40% of activity is not out of decision, but it is habitual. You do the similar things which you have done yesterday, 40% of activity or time you spend. So focus on habit, build the character. You will be known for your habit because the habit will create whatever you are going to create.
Wow.
That's all. I mean,
Fantastic, fantastic. Those are powerful words. I'm not going to repeat it. I'm going to leave it on to his cachet itself. And with that, thank you very much, Dharamji, for coming on to the show and blessing my show with your wisdom and knowledge. And thank you to all the lovely viewers who are here. Thank you.
pleasure, man. Thank you, Amit. Thank you, and all the best to all the audience. Thank you, Amit.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful 2nd October Gandhi Jayanti in India. And for me, it's rest of my day here. Take care and God bless everyone. Bye.